YouTube, what's up? Riz here, and I got something a little different for you guys today. Talking about the NBA trade deadline, all the trades that went down, not just today, but in the last few weeks as well. Gonna give my winners and losers, stuff like that. Main expertise falls under the NFL draft, stuff like that. So if you guys haven't seen those videos, please check them out. But I kind of want to get my opinion out there on some of these trades. Pretty crazy day in the NBA. I'm going to start with the Demarcus Cousins trade. Demarcus Cousins and Caspi to the Pelicans for Buddy Hield, Tyreek Evans, 2017 first round pick, 2017 second round pick. I mean, it's pretty obvious the winner's the Pelicans. I wouldn't really say that the Kings are complete losers. I know people would say so. I agree they could have got more, but they're heading in the right direction. They're not going to win anything with Demarcus Cousins. I mean, not because of him. I'm just saying, as where they stood, they're not getting anywhere. Pretty obvious. So they got to get some young players, got to get some picks. Would have liked to see them get another future pick, but I'm really high on Buddy Hield. And then a 2017 first round pick is valuable because it won't be early, should be mid maybe a little earlier than mid first round, but pretty deep draft. So, and Tyreek Evans can play too. So I think the Kings could have got more, but I wouldn't say complete loser in the deal. The Pelicans are obviously the winner. Problem with them is they gave away a little bit of future there, but Cousins and Anthony Davis looks ridiculous. So Pelicans win that deal. To the loser's not even involved in the deal really. I got two losers actually. Chicago Bulls. If you didn't know, the Bulls traded a few years ago, more than a few years ago probably. They traded Luol Deng, who was good at the time, to the Cavs. The Cavs had a protected first round pick from the Kings, and so the Bulls received that. It's been protected, so the Bulls haven't got it yet, and this was the year. Top 10 protected. If they don't get it, then they just get the Kings' second round pick. The Kings were 11th. They are 11th right now. So 11th, if they place with the pick 11th or higher, the Bulls will get it. They are 11th right now, so the Bulls would get it if the season ended now. But without Demarcus Cousins, you expect them to lose a lot more. Teams will pass them. So it seems like the Bulls are not getting that pick. They're getting a second round pick. So the Bulls are a loser in this deal, and they weren't even really involved in it. Basically, they traded Luol Deng when he was pretty solid still for a future second rounder. So just think about that for a second. And so that's another positive side for the Kings. They get to keep their draft pick. So think of it like that. If you're a Kings fan, you're not going to lose your draft pick. It's not for anything. Nothing's for sure yet, but you're probably keeping your first round draft pick. So there's a positive if it turns out that way. And another loser brings me to another trade that happened actually on February 12th. The loser in the Demarcus Cousins deal that I'm talking about is the Nuggets. Now the Nuggets traded Nurkic, young big man, a pretty promising guy. I thought he was looking pretty good. Needed some more minutes. They traded him and a first round pick, which is going to be protected, for Mason Plumlee, 2018 second round draft pick. So this is my problem here. They made that deal to secure the playoff spot. They were going to be the 8th seed. I don't think they were going to catch the Thunder at 7. Thunder made themselves better today too. So I don't think there's no way they were catching the Thunder anyways, I don't think. So they were trying to secure that 8th seed by getting Plumlee, but trading a first round pick. I don't know if Plumlee's worth a first round pick. And maybe they did secure their spot until the Demarcus Cousins trade. I think the Pelicans get into the playoffs. They get the 8th seed. The Nuggets drop out. So that's why I have the Nuggets as a loser. They made a deal to stay in the playoffs, and another team makes a deal that just trumps that completely. And so I don't think the Nuggets will make the playoffs, and they're out a first-round pick, and it is protected. So we'll see how that goes. But I don't like that Nuggets deal one bit. Next up, we had, before today, on February 14th, we had the Raptors get Serge Ibaka from the Magic for Terrence Ross and a first-round draft pick. I like the Magic side. I think the Magic win this deal. I like Terrence Ross. I mean, Ibaka makes the Raptors better today, but the Magic are obviously in rebuild mode. Ross is still young, Ibaka older, and the Magic get a 2017 first-round pick. No protection that I know of on that. So that helps the Magic, what they're trying to do. I didn't agree with them trading for Ibaka in the first place. I thought that was an awful trade during the draft, what they did. That was terrible, in my opinion. But the Magic get it back, that draft pick back, along with Terrence Ross. I think the Magic win. I don't say it's that bad for the Raptors. I don't really like them getting rid of a draft pick there and Terrence Ross. But if I had to pick a winner, I wouldn't say there's a loser, but if I had to pick a winner, it'd be the Magic. They're going in the right direction. Smart move. On to the next one. A couple days ago, the Lakers traded Lou Williams for Corey Brewer in a first-round pick. Corey Brewer really wasn't. They don't really want Corey Brewer. That just had to be part of the deal for the cap situation, is my guess. Good overall, good trade for both teams, I think. Lakers need to be in rebuild mode, even though Lou Williams was good. They don't need him for their future. They got a 2017 first-round pick. Going to be a deep draft. The Rockets got better by adding Lou Williams. I mean, I like keeping my draft picks, especially when this year's going to be a deep draft. So if I had to pick a winner, it'd be the Lakers. But the Rockets did get better. I think they believe they can contend. I don't think they can. They are the 3 seed in the West, so they get a little bit better. But playoffs is a different story. So I'm going to say the Lakers win this, but I'm not going to call the Rockets a loser in this one. Wizards get Bogdanovich and McCullough. They trade away Thornton, Nicholson, and a first-round pick. Basically, it's Bogdanovich for a first-round pick. I don't think he's worth the first-round pick. Wizards are playing good, but I mean that's going to be a decent pick right there. So the Nets, who should be in rebuild mode, they do take a cap hit taking in Nicholson, but they get a pick for Bogdanovich, who really wasn't going to work out for them. So I mean he's going to help the Wizards out a little bit, but I'm going to say the Nets are the winner here, and I don't think the Wizards need to do that. So I have Nets winner and Wizards loser. I like those draft picks, especially in that situation, which is a tough one. Hawks traded Thiago Splitter and 2 second-round picks to the Sixers for Ersan Ilyasova. Ilyasova, solid player. Sixers didn't need him. Another team in rebuild mode, so, I mean, you're just taking in 2 second-round picks, so pretty solid. Nothing crazy here. I mean, the Hawks maybe get a little bit better, but it wasn't really necessary. I'm not going to say anybody's winners or losers on this one. I mean, Sixers did the right thing in their situation. But so that brings us to today. Mavericks got Nerlens Noel from the Sixers. They traded the Sixers Justin Anderson, Andrew Bogut, and a first-round pick. First glance, I'm not really sure why the Mavs give a first-round pick, but it ends up being protected, top 18 protected. The Mavs are going to finish in the top 18. So that turns into 2 second-round picks. So now I'm leaning towards the Mavs got the better deal. Traded away 2 second-round picks and Justin Anderson, who has some potential, for Nerlens Noel. So Noel, solid player. I think I'm going to go with the Mavs win that one. Sixers, I think, could have, if they end up getting the 2 second-round picks, I mean, they're going to be loaded with picks, but second-rounders really don't guarantee much. So I don't think there was any reason to get rid of Noel. I guess he wasn't fitting what they're trying to do, but I like the Mavericks in that one, unless they end up having to get rid of a first round. Then I don't. So we kind of got to wait and see on that one. Another one, Rockets trade KJ McDaniels to the Nets for a future second-round pick. I like the Nets getting McDaniels here. I think he's worth more than a future second-round pick. I mean, I wouldn't trade a first-round pick for him or anything, but solid young player. Future second-round pick is basically nothing. Rockets had to cut some space, though, so not a loser for them at all. But I like McDaniels at a better value than a future second-round pick. There's a couple small trades I'm going to pass, not going to go over them. I got 2 more here. Raptors get P.J. Tucker. The Suns get Jared Sullinger, 2017 second-round pick, 2018 second-round pick. I like the Suns in this one. They ain't going anywhere with P.J. Tucker. Sullinger could still be a solid player. And they get 2 second-round picks. So, I mean, that it doesn't hurt to do. You definitely need some more picks on a young team that's not good. And the Raptors, I don't know if that was really necessary. Do they really need those second-round picks, though? I guess not. I'm going to say Suns win this one. Raptors don't necessarily lose, but I didn't really see why they needed to do that. They did lose Terrence Ross, so I guess P.J. Tucker's a cheaper version of Terrence Ross. So now that I'm talking about it, I guess that makes sense. So I guess both teams winners, but I like what the Suns did. Like the direction they're heading. Really no situation. That's kind of where they have to head. And then the last trade, Thunder and Bulls. The Thunder get Taj Gibson, Doug McDermott, and a 2018 second round draft pick. The Bulls get Cameron Payne, um, Jeffrey Lovren, the foreigner from France, and Anthony Morrow. Who wins this deal? I really like this deal for both teams. Actually, I think the Bulls need to be in somewhat of a rebuild mode. I don't think that meant getting rid of Jimmy, which obviously they didn't. Good move there. Um, Jimmy Butler can be a part of the rebuild mode. And I think the Thunder win this deal, but the only reason I like the Bulls is because Cameron Payne. I was really high on him when he came out of the draft. I think he's got a lot of potential, um, especially sitting behind Russell Westbrook. That has to be good. But the Thunder made themselves better for this year. Are they going to win anything this year? No. But Taj Gibson, I can see him being very, very good with Russell Westbrook. And Doug McDermott is a West player. Like, he belongs in the West. I can see him really improve, get his shooting percentage up, which is it's already pretty solid. I think he's doing an okay job, but I think he belongs in the West, a team like the Thunder. So that can end up being really good, and they get a second round pick out of it. So the Thunder get better today with this deal, and they get better by a lot today because all those guys were backups that they traded. Bulls they need a point guard, and they need guys with a future, and Payne is both of those right there. And then the foreign guy, he's actually a guy that probably needs some more minutes. Got some decent numbers for his minutes, and he might get it on the Bulls. They traded away a power forward, Taj Gibson, so he can be a backup power forward, maybe get some more minutes. But the Bulls also open up minutes for Bobby Portis and Denzel Valentine, who they definitely needed more minutes. The guys barely got any action. When they did, they showed they can play. So that opens up things for the young guys. Young guys are going to get some minutes around Wade and Jimmy Butler. So I think they'll get better. It's just not going to be right away. So no loser in this deal, but I'm going to give the winner to the Thunder just because I see them a lot better today. I know some of these teams I didn't say were winners in these deals, even though they got better today, but I think the Thunder got a lot better. I think Doug McDermott still got potential. He's young. I think he can end up being very good on the Thunder. He's just a West player to me. I think he can be good. And Taj, I know Taj's contract's expiring, but he's a beast and should work good with Westbrook. That'll do it for this video. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and check out our gaming and NFL videos. That would be much appreciated. Follow our Twitter, frogs_angels, mainly talking NFL draft on there. Free agency coverage as well. That'll do it. Goodbye.